everyone. Welcome to Unews for Thursday, October 24th. I'm Lorraine Caceres. We begin with the presidency in peril. Republicans provoking chaos on Capitol Hill Wednesday, storming a secure room and disrupting the testimony of a witness in the impeachment inquiry. Their actions causing criticism and praise. Here's the very latest. President's press secretary Trump was very supportive of Republicans who stormed the testimony room. Stephanie Grisham said the protest was, quote, great and the point was well taken. Now to a big hearing on Capitol Hill, Mark Zuckerberg in the hot seat. The Facebook CEO grilled for hours by lawmakers, taking heat from the company's record on hate speech, privacy, and fake political ads. Here's Carolina Sarasa with more. Meanwhile, House Democrats on Wednesday approved a measure aimed at combating foreign influence in U.S. elections. The bill is known as the SHIELD Act. It would require political campaigns to tell the FBI and the Federal Election Commission about foreign nationals offering illegal election help. Also, now to the latest on Syria. The president on Wednesday saying he's proud of the U.S. brokered ceasefire agreement, angering critics who say he provoked the violence. Pablo Gatto has the details from Washington, D.C. Pablo for that report. Now moving on to the latest in the college admissions scandal. Self-help author Jane Buckingham is the latest parent to be sentenced. Buckingham, a one-time parenting guru, pled guilty in May, admitting to paying $50,000 to have her son's ACT test taken for him. She's now facing 3 weeks behind bars. Roger Borges has the very latest developments in this story. Now to California, where power shutdowns are in effect because of public safety concerns. It's a move taken to help prevent the possibility of wildfires erupting during unfavorable weather conditions. But while some residents are frustrated, others are staying optimistic. Rafael Rodriguez has more. Coming up, why some experts. Federal health authorities are requesting stronger public warnings about the risk of breast implants. Getting implants can have serious side effects, but as Peggy Carranza reports, some medical professionals believe the proposed warnings aren't enough.
He's asking for public comment on the proposed guidelines for 60 days before adopting them. In New York City, Peggy Carranza, Unews.
And as the nation continues grappling with the ongoing vaping crisis, one health center in Los Angeles is taking proactive steps to protect its employees by banning vaping at work. Jaime Garcia has the story. Speaking to an audience in Pennsylvania, President Trump said the government was building a border wall in the state of Colorado, 370 miles away from the Mexican border. Let's listen. Newly uncovered Pentagon documents reveal that U.S. forces at the southern border have more leeway than previously thought to use lethal force when there's an imminent threat. But as Pedro Rojas reports, some experts believe that these expanded guidelines are a recipe for disaster. And Central Americans are no longer the group submitting the most applications for asylum in the United States, as Joanna Uzma explains. Despite an intense focus on Central American asylum seekers over the last year due to the caravans, Mexicans are now at the top of that list. Coming up, a tragic mistake now to Maryland, where a terrifying close call was caught on camera. A massive tree crashing through the ceiling of a home. Now we're hearing from the teens who were sitting in that living room. David Romo has more. Now to Florida, where a chaotic scene captured the moment a toddler began choking and the critical rescue that soon followed. Now that child and his hero reunited for the very first time. Here's Grecia Lastra. So happy that baby is okay. After the break, news from around the staying on Bolivia. Pablo Monsalvo is in the capital of Sucre covering the elections and has the latest from Bolivia. Now to major news from FIFA. China will host the first edition of the new expanded 24-team Club World Cup in 2020. The competition will take place from June to July. We still have much more ahead. In Sedano, who brings us today's tech report, including shocking numbers about teens using Snapchat while driving. Annabelle, take it away.
Hi there, that's right. And we begin with this. Young drivers aren't just texting. Interesting, right? I'm Annabelle Sedano, and that was your daily dose of tech news. Have a good one, guys.
And in food news, the Popeyes restaurant chain is reportedly bringing back its popular chicken sandwich. Bloomberg reports that Sun Holdings Inc., which operates now, time to check in with Carolina Sarasa. She has a preview of stories we're working on for the second hour of Unews. Caro, what do you have for us?
Well, thank you, Lorraine. A lot more coming up. It was a miracle in Arizona. A drunk driver nearly hitting a family and their child when out of nowhere, another driver saves the day. And we also have new details about a narco tunnel we first told you about yesterday. We will take you inside that underground layer in the heart of one of the world's largest cities. And have you ever wondered why you crave junk food when you're overtired? New research is showing us why. I'll see you guys in minutes. Back to you, Lorraine.
And we'll be waiting for you, Caro. Thank you very much. Welcome back to Unews. A Texas Southern University professor is getting major kudos for the kindness he showed to one of his students. That student struggling to get her master's degree while also handling the duties of a full-time mom. Azul Alvarez has more on this heartwarming story. And it's hard for a man to use lavish gifts to impress a woman as rich and successful as Kim Kardashian West, or her husband, Kanye West, opted for the gift of goodwill. The hip-hop the time we have for the first hour of Unews, but stay tuned for the second hour. We have much more coming up.